Hi, so today I am joined by Phill Tarling, menswear stylist. Hi Phill.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us, and today we are going to be taking you through some menswear and women's wear party styling tips. So as you can see, we're both decked out in the velvet today. It's a great party addition, isn't it? I think for women it's very easy, you just bring out all the sequins when it gets to party season. But for men, I feel like it's a little bit harder. So how can men elevate their style for the party season?
So I love the fact that we both turned up in velvet. It's synonymous with parties, festivities and Christmas, and the fabric itself is luxurious, it's got feel appeal, and it carries the weight of celebration. So for men, stepping up your game, starting right up there, setting the benchmark quite high. We're going to go with the velvet. So I'm wearing like a modern twist on velvet. Gone with the roll neck, but you can wear a shirt, you can wear a jumper, you can modernize this, this is Reese. This is Boss, and again a beautiful emerald green. So yes, a little wicked colour here that kind of touch on green, which is great. And you can go classic. I mean, I think classic is great. And if you go classic, then mix in the trousers that are the evening wear trousers. So you can go evening wear, or you can go this kind of modern spin on velvet. Yeah, and I would say velvet is the equivalent of women's sequins without the sparkle.
Love that.
So women go sparkly, men go velvety.
And women can also go velvety.
You are smashing the velvet.
Thank you. Men's, women equivalent. So mine is also from Reese. And again, with the full suit, but you could equally pop this with jeans, as Phill has done there. So we did touch on sequins, so we can't do a party wear video without mentioning sequins a bit more. So a co-ord is always really fun for women. And like a suit, you can wear it together, wear it separately. You could pop a little skirt like this with, how about with a little cozy knit? So a nice kind of cute, cozy, perhaps Christmas Day outfit, perhaps for a slightly more dressed down party look. So co-ords are always easy to work into your wardrobe, but obviously velvet, again, lots of different options. So depending whether you want to go brighter, a little bit darker, more tonal, or contrast to your other half, perhaps with two different tones of velvet as well. What do we do for men and women if they don't necessarily want to go all out party? What's the alternative for men?
So next level down. So if velvet is not for you, but you do want to look like you've stepped up. So this is office party, not office wear. Okay. So if we're looking at that kind of vibe, cord. So cord is, again, it's a beautiful fabric. It's a little touch of luxury. It's got feel appeal, and it looks like you've made an effort. So this is again green. Talking of the colour of the season, festive colour, and I've just matched it with red and green. It's a great festive colour. It just looks like you've made an effort. You haven't just walked out of office or just thrown something on. I feel like a cord blazer gives structure. It gives a little bit of gravitas. So it's not velvet, but it is saying I've made an effort here.
Yeah, and I think from a distance, cord almost looks like velvet. Yeah. It's got that kind of pile to it. Yeah. So yeah, you're right, and it's something that you could then wear into spring, I guess.
Into spring,
like the green.
And if you're a little bit more portly, then I would suggest keeping your colours the same, keeping it tonal. And if you're in proportion, you've got balance, then add more contrast. And that's how you make the most of your shape.
Yeah. So just by adding a bit more print, a bit more texture. Yeah. To really style it up. Love that. Great tips for men there. And then for women, I think, not everyone loves a sequin. We all know that I do, and I will wear them at any opportunity, but not all women do. So there are other options. Obviously, we can dress them down with the knitwear, bit of velvet, but actually another great co-ord. I keep pulling these out because there are so many this season and they're so easy to wear, but gorgeous skirt and top. And it's like this satin cutout detail. So actually you've got that bit of glamour. It's like the cord and the velvet for men. You've got the satin, bit of a sexy little split in the front as well. Again, you could bring out your little cozy knit for a nice festive look without having to go all out sequins. And that's something that I think you could probably wear that to a spring wedding as well. Again, with the velvet jackets for men as well. I think you've got lots of different options.
And versatility. So
Yes.
that's the thing with wardrobes. You don't necessarily want to have a wardrobe full of clothes. You just want to have a wardrobe full of versatility, and that's what they have.
Yes, so a bit of a mix and match, so we're getting the most out of our wardrobes. Now, what would we say if we kind of want to perhaps dress up for men? You're in the office, but you want to go a little bit more dressy, but not necessarily go for the blazer.
So there are two types of men, I would say. There are the extroverts and the introverts. Those who want to downplay what they wear, and if you are if that relates to some of our customers that come into Ely's, then I would say find something, again, cord. I love cord. Cord is such a seasonal colour, and you can find a colour that is either berries, jeweled colours, or picking up on festive colours as well. I would wear this with jeans and just elevating it by wearing trousers. Get out of your trainers, get out of your kind of regular tan shoes, and find just something, again, that a leather monk strap shoe just elevates. Leather always elevates.
I love that.
So if you are an introverted kind of guy, then dark tones, again, back with the cord fabric that is luxurious and feel appeal, and it just looks like you've made an effort for an occasion.
And I love this because with the shirt, it's not too chunky because it's that fine needle cord, so it kind of fits the body a bit better. It's not quite so chunky for evening. I'm loving this. Tell us about this one. Who's this for?
So if you're an introvert and you're downplaying your outfit, this is for those who are happy to be center of attention. So this is picking up on the metallic story that has come through autumn winter for men, the metallics, and just even pop it with a simple downplay it with a pair of black trousers. And again, I mean, you could wear your monk straps or a loafer. And this is for the guy who is very confident in putting on a party outfit, and it has a lovely satin luxury feel to it as well. So it'll drape really wonderfully. So this is for your extrovert, this is for your introvert. Beautiful fabrics.
So we've got the needle cord shirt is Oliver Spencer. It's also a great one, I think, maybe for gifting him for Christmas, perhaps. And then the kind of metallic-y finish, Therese, you may not necessarily be able to pick it up on camera, but it does have a really lovely kind of luxe, a little bit 70s kind of feel to it with the logo as well. So that's from Reese. Now, introducing a bit of colour, we've obviously talked about the berry tones, the forest green for men. So I just want to bring in a little bit of colour. If it's Christmas, you can't go wrong with red. And there's not a huge amount of bright red for men out there, is there? But like you said, with the burgundies and those kind of tones, something like this, I've worn this set together, it's really gorgeous. The trousers do have a matching jacket, but I think if you want something that's not quite so formal for a party, then a matching tone in the top. And it's probably something that you'd agree with for men as well, colour blocking, so a column of one colour. Super flattering. Really
flattering because there's no break between in the middle half here. I've gone for colour blocking, so colour monochrome, one colour, different
Top
tones,
toe,
and it is the most flattering way to wear colour. So whether it's something as powerful and as passionate as red, or whether something as calm and confidence inducing as a navy, colour blocking is great, particularly again if you're a gent and that's got a bit more around here and you're trying to conceal it, then colour blocking in dark tones is the way forward.
And same for women as well. If you're worried about a bit of a tummy, you know, you disguise everything. And on that subject, I love to call them a buffet dress. So I don't know what the men's equivalent of something that's cosy, comfy, but still looks quite polished. This really cute little dress from part 2. There's a black version in a longer length, but I think the red velvet's just really fun. It feels like, it's almost like dressing gown, like cozy, stretchy fabric, skims a tummy, so super flattering, great for Christmas Day, pop some fun tights. I feel like it's easier for women to dress up their outfits a little bit more, but obviously you've mentioned with the shoes, go for leather perhaps, and belts as well. I know you're big on belts.
So I'm very hot on tone. I just love keeping things not distracting, keeping that clean column of colour. So for me, there's small details you can do to elevate. So you know, I'm bereft of a pocket square. You can put a pocket square. You can add and embellish a jacket like this. Shoes we've talked about. You can just elevate an outfit. If I had trainers on right now, it would just be it'd be quite a sporty feel, but as soon as you put a trainer or again moving to like a Chelsea boot,
Nice. So I mean, it's a great classic.
It's a great classic. I mean, you can, you know, they are universal. These are universal colours that can work. I mean, I could have these on with this outfit, and it would look cool. It just changes the dynamic.
Yeah.
So elevation with things like shoes,
Fab.
pocket squares. I love a pocket square. I think a pocket's not dressed until it's got a square in it.
Yeah.
So pocket squares, and it doesn't even have to be. It can be a hanky. It can be a scarf. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be from a men's department. It can be from any accessory department.
Yeah.
So it's about just being clever with those details.
And I suppose then you can bring in a bit of personality, a bit of colour.
Yes, yeah, because we
with
can
those
all
things as
wear
well.
tuxedo jackets and chunky cord jackets, but what separates is that level of personality that you add to elevate your look.
Yes, I suppose instantly women think, right, I'm going to put a necklace with this,
Yeah.
I'll pop on a fab pair of earrings.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes men can forget
Yeah.
actually a great belt.
Yeah.
So perhaps that's a good gifting idea. A belt, little pocket square, some
Belts,
fun socks.
pocket squares, even watches. The watches are because you get a flash of a watch when you're animated, when you're talking, or when you're at the dinner table. So even looking at what sort of jewellery that you can elevate.
Fab. Lots of great tips. I just want to touch on something for women in terms of your top layer. You've got a great dress, for example, a beautiful red floor length dress with quite a few options downstairs. This particular one is from Whistles. It also has long sleeves, which is always a winner. Lots of women don't like showing their upper arms. But it's just a great faux fur coat will always work well for this time of year. Just throw it over whether you're wearing jeans, sparkly top, full sequins, or a full gown. Something like that's a great topper. And then what would you say for guys? Just like a classic camel coat or kind of...
Again, you've got
coat?
options. When you're wearing a tuxedo jacket, I was out the other week at an event and I braved the weather. I didn't put a coat on and I was very lucky. And I think men are not always want to wear overcoats, but if you invest, and I've seen some amazing overcoats here, you can invest in a navy wool, something long, something that's timeless and classic, that can go over all of these.
Yeah.
It works in a very similar way to the faux fur that you have.
So just your outfit topper to just
I
have a real
think so.
kind of polish
I think
to
that's it. That's it, yeah.
So we're going from polished, perhaps, to something that can be a little bit cheesy. What do you think about Christmas jumpers, Phill?
See, I can be on the fence, but
Yeah.
it does depend on, again, your personality. Are you somebody that wants to wear a slogan, or are you somebody that wants to really sit into the heritage of Christmas and just pick up on the heritage or the things that are so reminiscent of Christmas?
Yeah.
And for me, things like skiing or gingerbread, not that I ski, but I see people, you get Christmas cards with skiing
Yes.
on snow, gingerbread. So for me, if I can incorporate something like that
Yeah.
into a jumper, which I feel I have found the perfect one
Okay,
here.
let's see.
So I feel like I'm in some sort of
Yeah.
heritage. I could be in some lodge somewhere, just kicking back, enjoying
Yeah.
some eggnog with my Christmas jumper. I could be, I mean, this would not...
It's got that kind of classic 90s dad Christmas
Yeah.
film, but
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think it works.
90s dad, I mean, that's relatable. So yeah, I mean, it just touches all the right elements
Yeah.
without being over. I mean, it's busy without being over busy. It's not trying to be clever. It's kind of vintage chic almost.
Yeah. And I get, you could pass this down the generations,
Oh
couldn't
my-
you? So
yes.
this one is from Gant.
Yeah.
But yes, obviously great quality.
Yep.
And I like the fact it's got this kind of blanket stitch detail, which we've seen lots in women's wear on accessories as well. And then it kind of contrasts the cable knit. It definitely feels like kind of a homespun.
Homespun Americana, the sort of, again,
Very
if you had one of
Americana.
those massive quilt covers, this is what you'd
Yes.
expect to see. So it feels quite
And
authentic.
a nice kind of lakeside lodge.
Yeah,
Gingerbread in the oven. So many gorgeous pieces.
there it is.
Love it.
In a jumper.
We need to find the women's equivalent now. That's what we need to do. Well, hopefully you've got some great ideas. Thank you, Phill, for joining us.
My pleasure.
Lots of great tips for menswear. We've got so many great menswear brands on the ground floor, and then also obviously women's on the first floor. Great accessories, shoes as well. So make sure you pop in and get your party looks sorted. If you have any style dilemmas, drop a comment below and we will get back to you and hopefully help you. Thanks for watching.